Hello everybody, welcome back. This is JudiciousFire. I'm on the iOS server. I'm going to be doing a video on how to beat Insane Dungeon 610. I'm going to show multiple ways that this 3-flaming of 610 can be accomplished. I do this for the following reason. I go to the forums often, engage in discussion about this game, any place where there are questions. I see the repeated question, how do I get 3 flames on Insane 610? I've got, great heroes. I just can't get that last flame. Something's going wrong. So hopefully this video will show you multiple ways that that's possible. Let's get started with way number 1. And if you don't have this particular hero, don't worry. There'll be plenty other ways that we can beat this dungeon. This is going to be the Minnow method if you have a Minotaur chieftain. We're going to make Minnow our only damage dealer. And Minnow is going to run with a Revitalize and an Iron Will. Some form or combination of that. We don't want him stunned. He's going to get a little movement speed boost. It doesn't matter so much the pets in 610. I'm just giving him some healing and some movement speed boost. I would say be careful, though, with Punching Box. Punching Box will have the likelihood of destroying the buildings around Minnow, rather than allowing Minnow to actually hit them and activate his skill. We've got a buffer, Walla. It doesn't matter how you run him as long as you've got a Revitalize on him somewhere. You want him to instantaneously buff Minnow and give him a big attack boost. Pumpkin Duke. Doesn't matter how you run him, but put a Revitalize on him. That is the key, so he can immediately buff Minnow. They're going to give him a big attack speed boost, the whole shebang. I do have Eulophant on there, and I do that for a reason. At that higher level of Destiny skill level, Pumpkin Duke acquires the ability to go stun-free. He gains a stun immunity when his skill activates, but prior to that, he does not. So if you are having any problems with your Pumpkin Duke being stunned, investigate the talent or insignia Iron Will, as long as you have a Revite, and put Eulophant on him. Eulophant is also a great option to keep him out of the stun. I have Druid. Druid will give a big attack boost. Doesn't matter how you run him, just make sure there's a Revitalize on him so he instantaneously activates his skill. Cupid, same thing. If you do have the option, put an Iron Will and a Revitalize on him. Make sure he doesn't get stunned up. Stun is a real factor in those Insane Dungeons, the 6 series. I have him for the extra attack and energy boost. And Michael, I have him for the extra attack and attack speed boost. Put a Revitalize on him somewhere. That's really all that's important. Goes back to Minnow. Now, Minnow has a Revitalize. So we're going to drop Minnow just behind the rest of the heroes. And what that's going to do is all of them are going to buff him. And then his first shot, his first hit, is going to clear out, 40 to 50% of the board. You will 100% or 3 flame Insane 610 if you can get Minnow to activate 2 times. Okay, so we're going to always, any method, we're going to go into our guild turf. We're going to go and purchase a Moxie flag for 20% damage reduction for our heroes. In Insane 610, where's my spell building? These are the preferred spells, at least the ones I've always used. You do need the freeze, the snowstorm. You do need a, I like the 2 Ares boosts to give extra attack, and a Guardian Angel spell. Okay, let's get down to it. Method 1, the Minnow method, let's go to 610. Okay, 610 Minnow method, you can go right hand, left hand. I don't think it makes too big of a difference. The use of spells, though, does. In the majority of what I'm going to be showing, I'm going to be using the freeze spell, the snowstorm spell, simply to keep the archdemons in the center from attacking my guys. I'm going to use it to freeze them, not any of the stun towers. So over on the right, I'm going to drop Guardian Angel and the big Ares boost. I'm going to drop my heroes right inside of it. I'm not so worried about Minnow having the Revitalize. He'll get the boost from everybody. They all have a big attack range, attack boost. They're faster than he is. He'll be trailing behind them no matter what. And once he does finally hit something, he'll be boosted quite high. In addition, I'm then going to drop the second Aerie spell. Your heroes do have to be out on the board for that to work. And lastly, as my heroes approach the archdemons in the center, I'll freeze them up. Okay, so boost, shield, and let's throw the heroes out on the board. Second Aerie spell, get ready with the freeze. Freeze everybody up in the center. If we can just get Minotaur to go off twice, we got 100%. Boom! All right, got 100%. Now we're on to our next method. That will be the use of Dread Drake and Little Nick. Combined, Dread Drake and Little Nick will basically do what one Minnow can do. Dread Drake is going to, and it really doesn't matter what his setup is like, as long as somewhere on there he has an Iron Will, so he doesn't get stunned up. You do not need a Revitalize on Dread Drake. He will instantaneously start activating. Also on Little Nick, doesn't matter how you run him. You're interested in his little freeze attack, and that is automatic and will take care of itself. You do not need to Revitalize on him. Just put an Iron Will on there somewhere. I do have Punching Box on there. Give him a little bit of an extra attack boost. He's a ranged hero, so I'm not worried that Punching Box is going to destroy the buildings in front of him like it will with Minnow. Everybody else is being run exactly the same as we have seen prior. I did remove Minnow and substituted Dread Drake, and I did remove Druid, who's probably, of this group, probably the least capable of the buffers. And I substituted Little Nick in there. Your main buffers are always going to be Michael, in order, I would say Pumpkin Duke, Cupid, Michael, somebody like Walla Walla. If you don't have any of those, you try buffers such as Druid. And then lastly, I would do Athene. So plenty of buffers to choose from in this game. All right, let's give this a try. We have our Moxie spells, our Moxie flag. Okay, Dread Drake, Little Nick. Do our Guardian Angel over in the corner. Do our Ares boost. Start off with Little Nick. Spam the rest of the gang. Next boost. Get ready with the freeze. Do the freeze right in front of the group of heroes so no one can approach them and make contact with them. Hopefully it'll last. And we got it. All right, we have our normal buffers. We also have Phantom King here. I'm running him with a scatter. I don't think it matters his skill. It's his ability to do damage to buildings from a distance. And I got Santa Boom here. Same thing. Try to give him an Iron Will if you can. He gets stunned up pretty quickly. Pet allocation and anything beyond the Iron Will is not going to make too big of a difference. Okay. Ghoulem and Santa and Phantom King. Last boost. Ready with the freeze. And right about now. One more hit. Got it. Okay, we're going to try the Skeletica and Commodora method. Same buffers. We're also keeping Ghoulem in for the heal and the damage reduction. Skelly, I don't think it matters how you run him. He is immune to stun. He's going to smash anything he hits. Global attacker. Commodora, she is going to obliterate anything she touches. Again, I don't think stun's a problem because anything that she gets near, like a stun tower, is just going to get smashed. I do have her with a healing pet, and I think Rudolph is a good choice. It's going to help to really keep her alive. Okay, 2 spells in the corner. Let's start with Commodora. Get ready with that freeze right there. I'm trying to delay that to the last second. Okay, very nice. Okay. Now we've got Dread Drake back in, just as he was built before. And now we have Cosmo as well. We get ready with that freeze. And freeze, just as his paralyzing bubble finishes up on those archdemons. Let's use only stun-free heroes. We're going to do I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go Ghoulem, Heartbreaker. We're going to put them in all different corners. Ronin, who is not immune to stun, but is elusive the entire time. He's going to be fine. Do about 6 different places on the board. Freeze up those demons now that our guys are approaching them. And that's an easy one. So many different ways to do that, but with the stun-free group, hey, you just immediately jump right into dropping them around the board. Buildings go away. We've got one more hit from Ronin, and we're good. Let's do a refill. And let's try that one more time, dropping them in a variety of other places. Let's do all 4 corners. We'll go Ghoulem, Heartbreaker. Let's go Sass, Demo, Shura, and we'll get Ronin going on here. Give everybody that boost. That'll apply to everybody on the board. And without stun towers to impede them, our heroes are able to activate their skill multiple times before they even start to approach the archdemons in the center. And we can easily score 100% with the stun-free method. And there it is. Okay, Sasquatch, he gains stun immunity. Great base smasher. Perfect for this insane 6'10". I got some healing capability on him, a little bit of damage reduction. Anything in that realm is great. Heartbreaker, great damager. Gonna smash up a whole bunch of buildings with her rapid fire shots. Immune to stun. Ronin goes elusive, thereby becomes immune to stun. That's the way I would look at it. I've got Doom Balloon on him to provide base damage. I do think it matters here how you build Ronin. Ronin is going to last. He'd probably last the full 3-minute battle if it lasted that long, with a survival and revive option. Demo, he's going to do a little bit of base damage. Kind of like Skelly, he tends to target heroes, but certainly on his way to doing that, he's going to smash up a heck of a lot of buildings. Immune to stun, I don't think it matters too much how you build him. Damage, attack, doesn't matter. Just as long as he gets to continually operate his skill. Ashura, immune to stun, going to cause a little bit of damage, but the main thing is that he's stun immune. Again, doesn't really matter how you build him. Combination of these heroes, like Ghoulem, for example, stun-free, damage reduction and healing. You combine all of these heroes, and you've got 100%. Okay, this will be a fun one. Here are heroes that just make a tremendous amount of damage immediately. Let's try Commodora. And let's just leave it. Let's just see what Commodore can do. Okay, 88% with just her. Now a Lazulix, leaving us just these buildings down here. And that's that. Okay, let's try that one. A variety of ways, because boy, oh boy, there's a lot of ways to do it. Okay, let's do Sass over here, do Laz over here, 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 here. Let's get ready with Minnow. And drop Minnow. Boom, 80, 91. Okay, this one I have kept the team pretty much as it is, but I'm going to be using Spirit Mage instead of Minotaur Chieftain. Oh, let's get one of these going and just drop everybody right away. Get ready with the freeze. Yep. And look at those magic missiles coming out. We'll just destroy these buildings. Let's see how... Get a fill up. Let's see how Spirit Mage performs just by himself. Now, he's very susceptible to stun. Okay, I could put an Iron Will on him or something, but... And look at what this man can do. I've made Spirit Mage videos just specifically on this one hero. Look at this. This is one hero from the year 2013. My gosh, 100%ed 610 just by himself. We saw Minnow earlier. Let's look at the base damagers, instant attackers squad. We've got Spirit Mage, Blade Dance, and I think in this case the build does matter. The Blade Dance and the Nimble are providing him a huge dodge boost, as well as giving him the ability to self-heal. Build a Spirit Mage this way, there's very little this man can accomplish. He's really amazing. Combo we saw earlier again, just a little bit of healing, some damage reduction maybe. Cosmo with his instant proc, a nice revite. Don't worry about the empower. It's just what I have to choose from. Doesn't matter right now. Just the revite is really helpful. Laz, okay, here this does matter. The revive is going to give him 3 lives, and he'll 50% or higher the base just by himself, and the revite lets him get that shield up right away. Rosaline's immune to stun. She does a great job staying alive. I've got her really tanky, as well as a little bit of extra attack with punching box. Sass gaining the ability to stay stun free. Back to Spirit Mage. Okay, this little fun team here. Let's try a group just like that. Woo! 15 seconds. Throw everybody in here. and drop them. We dropped them at 255. See how they do. I'm not using a Pumpkin Duke. That'd certainly get my time down faster, but I want to be able to do some massive base damage. Yeah, just for fun. Freeze the guys in the center. Boom. Oh, wow. Okay, that was only a few seconds. Okay, as we cycle through the heroes, Spirit Mage, great for the dungeon. Boost from Druid, very helpful. Orcsbane is immune to coma, to stun. Can be helpful, but there are better heroes to use. Ghoulem, we saw his effect, great damage reduction, stun immunity. Cupid, one of the best buffers. In terms of damage, probably the best buffer. Minnow, if you've got him, he's the ultimate base smasher. Dread Drake, he in combination with Little Nick can do what a Minnow can do. I will mention Vlad, he is able to do damage to buildings, but really only those around him. Better if the hero is able to do damage from a distance. Pumpkin Duke, definitely one of the best buffers for 610. Probably buffer number 1. Speed, attack, movement speed, all of these things. Little Nick in combo with Dread Drake, very helpful. Santa Boom, great for damage, but you're going to need another damage dealer at least on your team. Phantom King, great for long distance shots, taking down buildings, but you're going to need 1 or 2 other damage dealers on your team. Heartbreaker, immune to stun, great for doing damage. Ronin, capable of doing massive damage and surviving for a very long time because he goes elusive. Put something like Doom Balloon on him, you're going to get 50, 60% just with Ronin alone. Skeletica, stun immunity, good base damage, good survivability. Rockno, good damage for those things around him, can get stunned up. Probably Sass is a better choice. Triantar, while I've not used him, he can be on every team. He is going to bring your team members back. Throw 5 damage dealers out there, get 85%, drop Triantar with a Revitalize, all of a sudden, boom, all your heroes come back, you've got your 100%. Use Tree on any team, just like Ghoulem. Sass, gains stun immunity, great damage to those around him. Athene, I've not used her as a buffer. She increases energy. Cupid's taking care of that. She increases attack speed, but not quite as good as Mike or Pumpkin Duke. There's such a thing as being overly buffed. You can't have an entire team of just buffers. Professor Ribbit, going to give you some area of effect damage. Lava I'd probably keep out. He's doing hero damage. He's not doing building damage in the way we want. Mahatma's capable of that, but she has got to be able to avoid the folks in the center. That's why I kept her out. Laz, take care of a quarter of the base just with 1 skill activation. Rosaline, just like a Rockno or a Sasquatch, great area of effect damage. Cosmo, great global damage, very much like a Little Nick or a Dread Drake. Anubis, we're not out to do hero damage here. We're out to smash buildings. So Espirita, Anubis, Bogeyman, these things, they're not going to help. Dove, she'll just get locked up against the archdemons. Her doves are not going to fly around the board. They'll all just attack archdemons. Don't use her. Shura, stun immunity, great damage. Michael, one of the great buffers. good for any team. Commodora, good for any team. She'll do 85% just by herself. Again, Zeph would just get hung up on the Archdemons. He's not going to do the kind of base damage that we want. Demo, stun immunity, good damage to those around him. Better heroes to use. But he is still an option. Walla, great buffer. Give you a big attack boost and a heal. Taking us back to Pally. All right, thanks everybody. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope that these tips and teams provide a variety of ideas for you so you can see yourself through Insane 610 very quickly. All right, enjoy your clashing. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.